Hey everyone, I'm Chef Z, and on today's episode of Made to Order a la Orden, we're going to be making pollo guisado. And depending on where you're from, you either call this dish stewed chicken or braised chicken. But regardless of what you call it, it is a delicious dish. And let me tell you, I have to do a little bit of a happy dance because I am so excited to finally be showing you guys how to make this dish. It's one of my favorites, and I know I say that all the time, but I truly mean it. I mean it all the time, but this is a special dish. It reminds me of home. All right, enough with the blabbering. If you want to learn how to make this dish, then just keep watching. Pollo guisado is one of those dishes that I grew up eating practically once a week. And it's a dish that there are so many different ways to make it. For example, like I'm sure you make it one way, your aunt makes it another way, la vecina around the corner makes it another way. And today I'm sharing with you my version. And to make pollo guisado, you're going to need about 2 pounds of clean chicken, some onions and peppers, and I'm using a variety of peppers. So I'm using some red peppers, cubanelle peppers, but you can also use green bell peppers. The point here is to pretty much use as many different peppers as you like because we want to infuse as much color into this dish as possible. We're also going to need about half a lime, some paprika or sazon, whichever one you have, adobo, sopita, soy sauce, black pepper, oregano, aceituna, which are also olives, and I use the ones with the seeds inside so they're pitted, but if you want to use the ones that don't have any pits, feel free, or if you're not a fan of olives the way I am, just take it out, don't use it, it's okay. And we're also going to need some tomato paste, and I have all the ingredients listed for you right here, including some that I may have skipped, which I didn't, so yay for me. So yeah, so the ingredients are right here. Feel free to screenshot it and hold on to it as you follow along. Before we begin, make sure you've washed your chicken with water and lemon. Afterwards, add all of your ingredients. I like to start with the dry ingredients like the adobo, oregano, and sazon, then move on to the wet ingredients such as the soy sauce and lime, and end with the fresh veggies. I also like to eat with my eyes, which is why I use a variety of bright peppers to give the chicken color, but feel free to use whatever bell peppers you have on hand. Next, mix your chicken thoroughly, making sure every piece has some of this yummy seasoning, then let it marinate for about an hour or so. To begin cooking our chicken, make sure you heat some canola oil on medium to high flame. It's important that you get the oil super hot to lock in flavor and give the chicken a beautiful brown color. Add the chicken one by one, leaving behind the excess marinade. That's going to come in handy later. Some people like to burn some sugar beforehand to help with the browning, but I find that having a hot pan with hot oil works just as well. We want to make sure the chicken browns evenly on all sides. Therefore, turn it over from time to time. Look how beautiful this already looks. As you already know, we don't let any seasoning or marinade go to waste. Add the tomato paste to the marinade and give it a stir to break it up. Then add it to the chicken. Now add water to that same mixing bowl and add it to the chicken as well. I wasn't lying when I said we don't let any marinade go to waste. Now give your chicken another flip. Most importantly, we want to make sure that the thick pieces of chicken, like the chicken breast, are facing down to get the most heat since these pieces take longer to cook. Your chicken should begin simmering and eventually come to a boil. Let it cook for about 30 minutes or so. If your sauce dries up, add more water until your chicken is cooked all the way through. Depending on how big the chicken chunks are, pollo guisado can take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to cook. I always like to sneak a piece of chicken after about 30 minutes to check for doneness. Once my chicken is finally done, I like to add some onions and peppers that have been sitting in 1 teaspoon of vinegar. That tiny bit of acid at the end balances out the flavors in our stewed chicken pollo guisado. Simply add the onions and peppers, cover with the lid, and turn off the stove. Let the steam work its magic. This is an optional step, but highly recommended. So there you have it, my recipe for a pollo guisado. And my favorite way to have it is with rice and beans with the side of avocado, but this also goes really well with mangú, yuca, or even mashed potatoes. Thank you so much for watching Made to Order a la Orden. If you have any questions on this recipe, visit my website, chefzcooks.com, or see the description box below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on social media. And I have all my information listed for you right here. You can pretty much find me on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. And until next time, I'm Chef Z, y buen provecho.